Greetings from Ogden, Utah. Today is Monday, November 27th, 2023. It is 4:54 p.m. Mountain Time and about 36 degrees Fahrenheit. This is historic 25th Street, and we are standing outside of the Ogden City Christmas Village. This actually launched 2 days ago on a Saturday. And I came out here for opening night thinking like, oh, maybe I'll do a video. And when I got like 5 blocks away from here, it was like the traffic was ridiculous. So it took me like 30 minutes just to drive 5 blocks. I had to circle around parking lots just to find a spot. And then when I got here, it was way too crowded. I mean, it's good when you have a crowd like that for a big Christmas event. They did like fireworks in addition to the kickoff. They also had in the street here like an electric car parade. That was before I got here, so it was very busy. But the unfortunate thing was, for a video sake, I really couldn't capture all of these cool decorative cottages that they have, because like, see right there, like no one's there right now, so I'm going to be able to show the details of all these cottages. But 2 days ago, just in that one cottage alone, there would have been like 50 people surrounding it, so there's no way I would have been able to capture the essence of all these cottages. Now there's a lot of them, and they go around a big city block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over here on the left and try to work my way around and see as many of them as possible. Now, one thing I should note is I'm starting this video in the daytime, like right on the edge of when it's going to start getting night. So I wanted a nice mix, because as this video goes along, you may be able to see all the Christmas lights a little bit better, like a mix of both daytime and nighttime. So each of these cottages are typically sponsored by someone. This one's probably Habitat for Humanity. This one's more of a... Now, one negative of this time of day is it looks like we're going to have the sun glare. So I'll try to judge that a little bit. But if I put my hand over the camera, it kind of reduces the glare. But you got a Christmas tree, and sort of like how a traditional home would look like. This one looks like a very detailed Santa's elf and workshop area. Oh, look at the cool little... That's like a traveling Monopoly game right there. A little laptop, acting like it's cinnamon buns there. All the other toys. I was here at the Christmas Village 2 years ago in 2021. I didn't see last year, so this will be my second time being around these cottages. So I'll be curious to see how much the themes are similar, like if there's repeats ones that I remember, or if they're all different, like if they come up with different designs every year. Because I know, like for Scarecrow festivals, when I look at those for our Halloween time, the Scarecrow festivals I've been attending, they do come up with new and unique themes. This one looks like Santa's workshop again. You got Santa up front, you got a big car down here, and then in the back it says like Gingerbread Street. You got like the as if you're in your garage with the tool shed, but the stockings are hanging up instead of the tools. Santa's sleigh parking only. I see some of these are marked like Sister City Hoff House. Got a couple nutcrackers. And of course the cottages themselves, I should probably pan out a little bit. The cottages themselves are pretty cool. I always wonder, the people who utilize these, where they store them each year. Yeah, when I was going to do my video on Saturday, this is where I actually filmed like 5 or 6 minutes of it, and I started out here. It was where that little mouse was spinning on the record player. And then the sign says, "Not a creature was stirring except for the mouse." But then if you go down below, there's even more activity. So like underneath, well, you got a mouse over there roasting a marshmallow, but underneath the floorboard, you've got mice playing some musical instruments. And if you look to the right, you've got a menu, almost like they're serving in a restaurant. And over here, it's kind of like a living room with a mouse playing a piano. This one here is Crinkle Elementary. So it's a school theme. You got the kids all inside learning. Santa in the corner. Santa's nice list. Uh-oh, Santa's watching. And also Santa's naughty list. And you see like the alphabet even has some Christmas decorations like you would see in a normal classroom. A for angel, B for bird, C for candy cane, D for deer for the reindeer, E for elf, and it goes on. And you've got like all the supplies, the crayons, pencils, colored pencils. Got some more nutcrackers here. There's sort of a small Christmas village thing. I know when I used to go to the mall, my dad used to love these type of sceneries. He would get a kick out of checking them out. And see, there's more cottages down the path and we keep circling around. So it's a little challenging to figure out what order you want to go in to truly capture all of these, because it's like I'm going to go around the square, but then I will have to retrace my steps a little bit. Where there is kindness, there is magic. And it's a giant cloud, sort of like a winter village look. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to go back around and take pictures of all these things. It'll probably be nighttime by then, but the inside of these gingerbread houses are all illuminated for nighttime viewing, so the pictures will actually come out nice. So those are two small windows. I wonder if there's a bigger window on the back. No, so those ones are just like the two side windows as opposed to having a big front window. But you've got the gingerbread men saying Merry Christmas. I did a video in Ogden in mid-November where I talked about that's a new artwork addition to the Plaza. And I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if they're serving little food or refreshments there, but let's briefly walk this way. You get to see some of the Christmas decorations. The toy soldiers saluting. This looks to be a major scene. Got the sheep and the wise men. And then all of the Christmas lights that are amidst the plaza too. This here is actually an America's Fallen Firefighter Memorial, and they have a bunch of names listed along with different states. So this part is always here. Ogden City Police Fallen Officer is also listed over there. But yeah, I love how they have all the trees. I wonder if they leave these lights on the trees all year and just don't turn them on until Christmas time. But it is fun to see all of that. And I'm hoping once I do a big loop around, like I might be able to show a little bit of this when it's actually nighttime too. So let's see here. Now it's decision time. Because I believe there's cottages along that way. Maybe I will loop and show a little bit of these cottages first. This one says Snowy Brook Forest. The snowmen laugh and play through every winter day. They've got some snowmen along with the digital framing and a painting frame. I do hear some Christmas music playing there. I'm trying to avoid copyright music, so I might be a little fast when I go peek at that one. But let's see this cottage here. This one looks like an old style. You've got like the horse saddle and like an old style Western theme. I don't know how easy it is to see, but let me put the camera close. In the background there's like children with the cowboy theme. It says Merry Christmas Partner there on the door. And then there's Santa even with a cowboy hat on. Oh, it says Ogden Pioneer Days, so that definitely fits the context. Pioneer Day is a big thing here. Alright, this one looks like a sort of a repeat, but I love that they have it again because I thought it was cool 2 years ago. The Elf Police Department. And you've got the Grinch playing the role of the cop, and the cops are actually behind bars. I'm always a kid at heart, so I love when I see things like this. And you've got various Grinch merchandise. Dr. Seuss is the Grinch. Alright, let me wait a second until this stops playing music. Alright, real quick, the music stopped playing on this one. But you've got the Santa and Christmas tree theme. I think it's like motion activated, and I just activated it again. Don't get me wrong, I love hearing it, but I think this one is supposed to be representative of actually the Ogden street itself, like 25th Street, maybe? I don't know, it says Farmers Market, Ogden. Yeah, there's Union Station down there. So this is 25th Street that I was at the start of the video. And it's sort of representing the farmers market that they have throughout the year. I went to one of those. Yeah, it says welcome to Ogden's Farmers Market. So that's pretty cool that they're symbolizing that. And the chairs in the middle, they usually have like a little, it says Harvest Moon. I believe they play either a movie or some type of video on the big LED board or video screen, whatever you want to call it. So forgive me, I'm putting my one glove back on. Alright, what do we have here? Bubba's Barn. Reindeer games. They've got chutes and ladders down here. A couple of characters, animatronics moving. Reindeers aren't animatronics, but then there's a popcorn thing in the corner. I assume that Bubba's Barn is a local establishment. There's the monument that we were just looking at a second ago. So we've covered kind of this quadrant of the house cottages in the park. But it is so cool to be immersed in this. I believe this is Washington Avenue along to my left here. So we'll continue down here checking out the cottages. Well, you've got a lot of nutcrackers here. Starting with the guy there, and then it says Nutcracker Nook. Talks about how nutcrackers came to be, but that is quite the collection of... They have a lot of different themed ones. There's like a little baseball player one there. There's some type of frog that says Happy Holidays, a duck. I've never thought about that, making nutcrackers for... Like, why don't we see themes like Super Mario as a nutcracker? Sort of like how you have bobbleheads. You've got other animals, a basketball player. And then in the back there, a bunch of other nutcrackers. Alright, back there it says push button to light the tree. Here we go, let's try it. I'm gonna push the button. Did it light up? Oh, there it goes. Oh shoot, I triggered music. Well, I at least lit the tree, but I also triggered music. There's a little Ogden arch. So if you go, I don't know if it's on Washington, but one of these streets, if you keep going that way, there is a big arch along the city street, so that's paying homage to that. I've taken some pictures there and used them actually as my thumbnail for some of my bike riding videos that I've done in Ogden in the past. This one here looks like it's for the Ogden Nature Center. Come explore. They've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, along with a big white owl and just more Christmas lights on both directions. Also have some cottages on the outside, so we'll go there and then kind of work our way back in. This one is the Interglacial Healthcare North Pole Hospital. There you got the snowman, a ton of marshmallow strings in the back. Snowman on a gondola lift up there. There's a sign here that says, "Can you spot all 9 of Santa's reindeer?" Also a bicycle covered in like snow. Let's see here. Interesting, because it's talking about the reindeer. Right now, I don't see any. Oh, okay, I see. They're not traditional reindeer, I think. I think like right there, it is a reindeer made of sticks. So there's one. Let's see if we can find a couple more. I see a second one in front of the wagon, a third one by the boots. I'm not going to take too long, I'm just doing a cursory look. One in the Christmas tree at the top, like where almost where the star would be. That's 4. There's one by the front of the bicycle tire, one on the gifts here. That makes 6. I see one on the bottom base of the wood, that's 7. One on top of that wood stack, that's 8. And then we're missing 1. That's alright, it's probably not too hard to spot, but like I said, I don't want to stare too long. But yeah, always fun to see the variety. Now this might be a repeat theme too, but again, that's fine if it's repeat themes because it's cool to see. It's the, I don't know who's sponsoring this one, but it's just got like a Lego city. I wonder if they're trying to simulate Ogden and all, or if it's just general. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's kind of like a train station at the back there, which could represent Union Station. And behind that, there's the actual trains. The rest of it's just Lego. Not so much a Christmas theme with this one. It's kind of just, you know what I mean, playing Legos with some snow in the background. Alright. We've got one lonely cottage here, and then I'll go back to the interior. This is Elfane and Elves Christmas. So you've got fireplace, and then elves sitting on the ground surrounding the Christmas tree. There's even more over here, and they're all just getting ready for the holiday spirit. And you can see different angles of these elves depending on which window you're going in. All the different perspectives. See more elves above the ladder. All right, on this corner you have a few standard decorations, like the big snowman there and a few other things. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that area is more of like a parking lot. So I'm going to go back to the cottages that are over here. So we looked at the outside ones. We'll pick back up at this cottage right here. New image. It's sponsored by Day and Spa. So you've got Santa Claus sitting by the fireplace. Oh, he's actually, that's the spa theme mixed in. He's got his feet in like a little bubble bath. And then a Christmas tree, fireplace, presents. To Dad, a luxury spa and pedicure. To Grandma, Botox, couples massage, luxury facials. All the presents are spa related. It's pretty cool how they mixed in their business theme. What's the right angle to see this one? This says Visions of Christmas. So you've got reindeer with goggles on. And there's also a fly chart, almost like they're trying to make sure they have the appropriate glasses to be able to have good vision for the occasion. They've got a world map back there with pinpoints. Those reindeer up top that don't have the goggles on, but they have them in their hands still. And then the elves working on the toys. This one looks like, sort of has some of those smaller Christmas village things. It's a little bit hard to see on camera because of the way the windows are shaped. Might be better with the side angle, although there's Christmas trees here. Let me see if I can get around to this window. Yeah, just hard to capture that one because of how the windows are. This one we've got a triangle window with trees and some characters putting up the decorations. And then in front we've got some bears playing Candyland. That's two times we've seen a board game be featured. It's a little bit, I think because the remaining sun is behind us, we're seeing a little bit of glare in the window with these. And then down below, similar to earlier, they have the mice that are celebrating their own Christmas. We've got some music playing here at the Carnegie Library one. Carnegie Free Library. Dinosaurs. The Dinosaurs Night Before Christmas. So it does seem like they have a big time dinosaur theme going on inside. Even they got dinosaur cookies on the table. So the dinosaurs are eating cookies of themselves. That'd be like me eating a cookie of a human. The sign for this one is over here. It says, oh, it's just in memory of a person. So let's see what the theme looks like. Gotta crouch down a little bit. Christmas tree with a sleigh and some general Christmas decorations, and Santa trying to crouch down in the chimney. And let's see, we got one more cottage over here. There's no place like your hometown bank, so this must be a banker. Sort of trying to do the Wizard of Oz theme a little bit with the red shoes and the witch's hat on the one tree. Oh, there. See, I see the sign now. Bank of Utah. Okay, before I go back around, I wanted to show off these big bears that are here. Now, I believe these bears are probably here I shouldn't say that. I don't know if these bears are always here or not. But either way, they've got the Christmas theme tied to them right now. And we are getting just about like the sun setting to where we're getting the nighttime capturing. So these lights that were maybe not as visible on the camera to begin with are now a little bit clearer. Let's see, which way do I want to navigate? Let's just walk through here and see if that brings us to another spot. I think we're gonna get to an area we've already covered, but then I'll just like make a left-hand turn and keep going. Amidst this park are some city buildings. Like you've got the Weber Correctional Facility and jail entrance on the left. Yeah, the theme this year was supposed to be there's snow place like Ogden. Alright, and yes, this is where I was earlier, like the monument, so you can see a view of the lights now at nighttime. Nice lights in the archway. Let's see, is there a... little house here. Log cabin. It's a little bit hard to see that one, but this one's like a log cabin with a little bit of a Christmas theme inside. You can take a picture opportunity there with the Santa and the elf. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this one is more for, like, they might actually do pictures of Santa. Like, it says Santa's Castle. So that one, I'm not sure if you can really see inside. But yeah, like I said, I think that's more for Santa Claus. So this is where we started, right? Yes, that was the first couple houses that I covered. So now let us start going on this side. There's also another picture opportunity there where if you had people stand inside there, you could take a photo outside the Christmas Village sign. It looks like this one is a general store, open Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 p.m., which I guess should be open in half hour because it's only 5:30 right now. Sort of a, I don't know if it's like a little library or shoemaker theme. This one's the Ogden Regional Medical Center. We got the elf on the bed being tended to with his support bear, and then the actual bear is the doctor. It says Dr. Bare Bones with the Santa hat, and the elves being the medical helpers. Even the gingerbread men are like the nurses with the taking the temperature. ER Bear Care. This one's setting the scene with it's not Santa, it's like a chicken or rooster being Santa Claus, and all the reindeer are flying, but they're flying with bicycles. I think I remember something along these lines. I'm not sure if it's the exact same thing. The Coop Roosters. I think this is probably sponsored by Roosters, the restaurant that's here in Ogden. I believe their headquarters are here, so that makes sense now with the rooster theme being Santa Claus. And now if I actually look up, there you go, Roosters Brewing Company. That's pretty amusing. What do we have here? Looks like a goat. I mean, it looks like from the Wizard of Oz, sort of, but as a skier. Yeah, so I think in general it's representing Snow Basin. Oh, maybe it's kind of the theme of Snow Place, like home, Snow Basin, somehow tying that together. So there's more cottages down that way. But like before, I'll try to start on the outside areas. This one is kind of a dog theme. I assume it's related to either like veterinarians or caring for wounded dogs, or maybe dog adoptions. Puppies with a Purpose. That's what this one is sponsored by, or called. Got a little another dinosaur theme here. Looks like there's a trivia thing of sorts there. They may be setting up for maybe something they do every night, perhaps. I'm not sure. So let me continue walking around the outside. And I'll definitely remember to circle back. Maybe end with those ones that were on the inside. Here we've got Santa. He's got his feather pen ready, making his list. Let's see here, is Chris on there? Darn it, I don't see Chris. But there's still the other side of the list. Maybe I'm on the other side. So let's keep checking out here. We've got a cottage with a sort of an old cabin look. The reason I paused because I was expecting to see someone in the chair itself, but it's sort of like whoever was here in the cottage is not home at the moment. Oh, I believe this is the movie theater one. There's some type of theater in Ogden, but I forget what it's called. But you've got the reindeer here with some, looks like a cup of chocolate chip cookies and a Coca-Cola. 2024, 100 years of Utah film and television. You're killing me, Smalls. Oh, I remember this now. This is supposed to be, I wonder if they have it over here too. Yeah, nothing on the back. I think 2 years ago they had like a huge list of all the movies that have been filmed in Utah. So, Drive Me Crazy must have been in Utah. The Sandlot I definitely know was in Utah, or for parts of it, because I actually did my own Poco Traveler video showing some of the filming locations, including the old Sandlot field. And right there it says Dumb Happens. I don't know if that's the original Dumb and Dumber or a different one, but I'll have to kind of check that out. And then you've got some stars down here. I don't know if those people were actually from Utah, because it says like Chris Pine, Elvis Presley, Oprah Winfrey, John Candy, Reese, I don't know if it says Reese Witherspoon, and Judy Garland. Yeah. A big bakery. I can dig this one. I always love seeing the bakery setups in these cottages. Gingerbread bakery, always fresh. Got some mice in there too. Some of these are Legos as well. I feel like I could just eat these Christmas cookies. I'm gonna guess this one's probably like a children's hospital. Got the old style Christmas light bulbs here. Another Foundation for Kids thing. You got some penguins on the inside. So it's almost like the penguins are representing or substituting for the elves in this one. Got a paintbrush in his hand, little saw in his hand over there. And in the upper part, you've got like a teddy bear spinning around. Some more mini Christmas village scenes here. You've got sort of an amusement park theme going there with the merry-go-round and the castle and treehouse. A boat, Santa going around the globe, church, seaside cafe. Over here, more amusement park with the Nottingham Fair roundabout, Hocus Pocus, a double decker merry-go-round, and then a ski slope and a little ice skating rink. Alright, I'm not going to walk all the way down there because, again, I feel like that's more of the parking lot area, so there's not going to be any cottages there. The lights, are they on in this one? Santa got solar. So maybe it's intentional, something with solar lighting, that at nighttime you don't quite see him as much. Sponsored by One Solar. Sounds like they're playing some music at the center point now, so hopefully it doesn't affect my video for YouTube thinking I'm playing copyrighted music. This again is the parking lot area. On busier days this will be jam-packed, probably like the weekends or even as the night goes along, because I came here a little bit early still. So this is sort of an arch to welcome you if you're coming from the parking lot. Funny, you sort of got the Grinch trying to escape the window. And a big long list. I don't know, is there a Chris on this one? Chris Stout, Christopher Nelson, Christopher Rodriguez. No Chris Picorni though. Darn it. So we're down to like the final 6 or 7 cottages, I think. Over here on the left, we've got reindeer and there's students in the culinary school. So this one's doing a wonderful job with the making a big candy thing. And you've got the eggs there, and they're preparing some cookies and other goodies for Christmas. Got some donuts down below, other baked goods ready to go. Dear to my culinary arts. And if I turn around, we've got the Santa's Magical Greenhouse. Very cool greenhouse theme. You got little animatronics, flower pots. Even up there you've got it's like a fairy reindeer hanging from the ceiling. Lots of detail in this one.
What? There's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse.
I'll check that one out in a second. Here we've got the firefighter theme going. Like a makeshift firefighter truck with the That's Smokey the Bear. And then the ladder, the axe, the boots, all the goods that the firefighters need for emergencies. And at the top it says station number 4. And now let me go back to this one. It's called Child's Play. I do remember this one. I always get a huge... This was like one of my favorite ones because look at it. All the vintage toys and the sock monkeys that are being around everywhere. You got the sock monkey playing bingo. Another game there. One's got a band-aid on his head. The Raggedy Ann dolls. Mickey Mouse. The old style Mickey Mouse on the sled. Oh no, why'd the lights go off? Come back on. Well, hopefully you can still see, but there's a Monopoly board in the back there.
Look at that!
Clue. There's Scrabble on the side. And then in front here you've got like Hot Wheels, Etch-a-Sketch, the Viewfinder, Little Train, checkers set. Very, very cool. And then up top you've got all these tiny ornaments that look pretty vintage too. Oh, and I see up there too. Again, it may be hard to see because of the lights dimming in this, but there's an operation game. Oh, I see what this is now. So that they were setting up, it's a little choo-choo train that they have going around for kids. This one is Where's Waldo, an alumni Weber thing. I wonder if there's actually a Waldo hidden somewhere in here. There's Ogden, Utah for the snowman. Are they going to make me look like actually is there a Waldo in here? Or is it just like the mascot? Maybe that's who you're trying to find. This one says Christmas Eve at Alpine Church. So they've got tree, coffee bar there, and then sort of where the pastor would be. Also playing a musical instrument, like the harmonica or flute. And then last but not least, we have a collection of these bears for St. Joseph Catholic Schools. And that figures to wrap up the Christmas Village here in Ogden. So, if you enjoyed this tour of Ogden's Christmas Village in the year 2023, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to have a happy holidays. Hopefully I have a chance to do a lot more Christmas themed videos. I will see. I'm definitely itching to do them, but time is somewhat challenging, but hopefully we get to that. And I'll sign off outside of my favorite one, the Child's Play exhibit with all the dancing sock monkeys.